Happy birthday to you.
Any thoughts?
This is the only thought I got.
You bastard! You eat morgu.
And just like a donut, it has a hole in the middle.
No, but that's tastier. That's much better. Oh, ankle lock.
Especially when the murku is round and it has a dry jeera all over it.
Shut up to me, bastard.
Before anyone says anything and before anyone comments in the comment section and he says, oh, do you know it's fake? Yeah, so are your TV shows and your movies. They're fake. There's no such thing as Iron Man. Captain America is a real person, you know.
Where is this piece of music from?
I'll tell you where it's from. Def Rebel. Those little... I do not like the theme song that they're doing. Bring that.
Don't not like it. So you do like it.
I am so mad that I'm stumbling
You are
on my
so
own.
mad that you have messed up your grammar. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that happen.
Stop messing with the WWE theme song. That's all I can say. Triple H, you're in
Don't
charge.
listen to him. Mess with all of them. I want to see that vein pop out inside of his forehead again.
Because they're going to Netflix now, they don't have time constraints like they used to with the USA Network. They had to finish within the 3 hours or the 2 hours. Now they have the 2-hour episodes for the 3 months that they're on. But with Netflix, they will have that flexibility. If 1 week they decide we're just going to have 2 hours, they can do that. If another week they want 2.5 hours, they can do that. If they want 3 hours, 3.5 hours, they're able to do that. Granted, I will, unless it's the first episode of Raw on Netflix, I will not, I repeat, will not ever watch a 3.5 episode of Raw. F that. I'm not doing that. You can tell John Moxley he can go and kiss F again because Nashville is not going to effing watch a 3.5 hour episode of Raw ever in his effing life, and neither will Effie either.
If this reaches Vass at any point in time and he has a connection to WWE, he needs to put it in the ear. Please get Joe Henry on WWE, on Raw or SmackDown, at least somewhere. Make an appearance somewhere.
And since we're on the subject of Vaz, I see that he watches our videos but does not like them. We understand you're a corporate sellout, but at least drop a like. It's not going to cost you your job. I will make sure you see this video. I will tag you on it, and you will know how I feel about you
This is
corporate
going
sellout.
to be a short. This year
It
is
will
going that. Yeah, that's going to be a short.
be a short.
Well, there is one thing you could do. You could tag Vass and Supersport at the same time.
I will. Trust me. I will.
Vince is a lot of things. A liar, not one of them until recently.
And Vince McMahon never gave anybody steroids.
No, and Vince McMahon never engaged in human trafficking. Nah, he doesn't do such things.
I thought that was going to go to a darker place, but okay, I see you caught yourself.
Man, you know, he has a golden toilet. That's where he goes and dumps every morning. He wouldn't dump it on another human being. He's not so gross. Come on.
Nice bridge spin. Since they're in Britain, should they call it the London
no,
bridge spin?
No. The London, I'm going to send you something later. London Bridge means something very different. Stop. No, don't say that.
How come every time you
yes.
come around?
How come every time you come around my London Bridge wanna go down like London?
Remember when AEW started, how nice it was? We had 4 pay-per-views a year. It was so lovely. We only had 2 shows a week. Now we have 4. AEW has on average 10 to 12 matches per pay-per-view card. Double or nothing. Started at 12:30 midnight here in South Africa. Finished at 5 minutes past 6 in the morning. We had to sit through nearly 6 hours of professional wrestling, most of which were filler matches. The names you've come up with your pay-per-view. Revolution is fine. Double or Nothing is fine. All In was fine. Freaking Full Gear was fine. Then you come up with Wrestle Dream and All Out and Dynasty. It's like when they revealed the new Universal title at SummerSlam 2016. And my first thought was, which of the divas or the WWE females in the locker room were on their period and sat on this belt and had their period blood cover this belt? Because that's what it looks like. It looked like the belt was covered in period blood. And who in their right mind thought it would be a good idea for Randy Orton to walk down the aisle at WrestleMania 33 with not something that resembled a snake, but something that resembled a freaking sperm following him all the way to the ring? Whose bright idea was this? Fire this person immediately.
See AJ Francis as well, who previously known as Top Dollar.
There is absolutely no way! You gotta be kidding me!
Somebody with a higher position in WWE than him went sliding under a ring.
And dinner with many princes.
Hey!
If he goes sliding under the table, I hope it doesn't turn into Monica Lewinsky.
Oh, she's the only person that can say that she sucked the life out of a president.
Jeremy is dressed up as the Pink Panther. Luckily for him, if he took that off, he'd be the Black Panther.
Monica Lewinsky will always be known as one thing, a BJQ queen.
This segment is called How Long Does It Take Before Mark Zuckerberg Kicks Us Off Here?
I'm going before that.
Or as they love to use this name that I absolutely despise, Eliminator match.
It's because it's got that negative connotation of using the word eliminator in it. That means you're trying to take out the challenger.
But here you're basically telling us outright, don't bother to watch this match because we're telling you before it happens who's going to win. We're basically doing a Tony Schiavone Eric Bischoff from Nitro in 1999. We're telling you, we're giving away the results, at the top of the card. We're telling you this is an eliminator match.
No, but listen, their surnames are Baszler, Stark, and DeVoe. Just call them BDS.
Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it.
So, what are you looking at the moment on the screen? You're just looking at the adverts that they're showing.
Yeah, basically, that's what I'm looking at. This is basically this is classic Japan. When we're waiting for a show to start, this is what we see on our screen. So most of us just head on over to the kitchen, go to the bathroom, and then we come back. Maybe catch a crap, drop a deuce in the bathroom, blow up the toilet, go make a sandwich, cup of coffee, and we come back and the adverts are still playing.
Just remember, not too long ago, we had the Raw draft, and we used to see horrible things like champions switching their titles because it wasn't color coordinated for their new show. We had Survivor Series matches where it was t-shirt wars. And to this day, that is the single most stupidest thing I have ever seen. For you to swap the title because it doesn't color coordinate. Since when did Vince McMahon, who was running it at the time, decide that he wanted to be an electrician and want red and blue swap floors because they didn't match the brand they're on?
You don't need to have blood for everything. There's a reason why you have one night a year on your channel on AEW called Blood and Guts. That's the night you can bleed all your guts out for the whole year, all 365 days, put John Moxley in there, have him bleed to his heart's content because we know how much he loves bleeding. He can bleed out his entire organs too if he wants. Sign on Goldberg, get him to bust his head on the door and come down to the ring, and he can also bleed to his heart's content. I have some female who's on her periods go and bleed on a belt and make it look like a universal title. Do that on Blood and Guts. but you don't have to do it all year round. I mean, the whole way he handled the whole CM Punk issue was just, he handled that so terribly. And then, after going on TV and saying, my life was in danger, and you do it at the same time that CM Punk debuts in WWE and tells his side of the story, and we see the footage and we compare it with his story, and the lines connect, and we realize that CM Punk was right when he said, tell me when I'm telling lies. CM Punk never lied about anything in that altercation. Nobody's life was in danger. In the South African Indian culture, we call him a flippin' Morphy. That's what we call you, Tony Morphy.
I think you need to cut this part out of the video.
You know when a match is really good, I'm very generous with my stars, but when a match is very bad, I can be very harsh. And this right now is just getting a 1 star, and that's only just for effort.
You remind me of Randall Williams from Idols.
I am Randy.
Randall Abrahams.
I am his son. I'm also related to Simon Cowell. We are very tough and stern, but we speak our mind. We are unapologetic. What can I say? When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, you can't look at. This is gonna sound really harsh, but you can't look at shit and call it ice cream.
Hey, that was harsh.
Thank God. Thankfully, mercifully, it's over. That was horrific, terrible, absolute trash and garbage. I am only giving it 1 star, only for the effort. No other reason. Match had no excitement, no passion, no chemistry, no story, no FOKOL. That's what I think of this match.
Hey, I'm telling you, if you said these comments to 2 of these guys, they're gonna slit their wrists.
Good. They should. Should.
I mean, it's actually better than AEW. That's
Even though AEW matches aren't the best, at least there's chemistry there. The guys work with each other. They know. There's no chemistry. There's no story. There's nothing. Even feel like a battle for brand supremacy. It doesn't even feel like that. I expected the show to have like a bragging rights or a SmackDown versus Raw Survivor Series kind of feel to it, but it just feels like a bunch of random dream matches that Tony Khan dreamt up, had a wet dream about, thought it would be a good idea, put it on paper, and then just said, yeah, just go out and do that. Not thinking of story, not thinking of chemistry, not thinking of anything. Just this freaking wet dream of having a show in the Tokyo Dome with Japanese stars. That's what it is.
It's like you make a movie, but the script is not, there's no plot.
Yeah.
So
that's exactly.
Wrestling is like a movie as well. I mean, you're following a script, you're doing your moves, you're connecting with the people, the fans. Yeah.
You spin right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, right round. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round.
Happy birthday to